and now it's Fantoka Kopaka. So this is him, and this is what he used to look like. No weapons, just the blaster, sky blaster. And this is him now. So he's got his famous double blade from when he was a Nuva, and a shield, which also has his gun on, so you can tilt it round to fire his gun. I changed his brain piece for a blue one instead of a green. So that's him. So that's that. Still got the attachments. These can move, but I can't remember if they could do that anyway. So that's Fantoka Kopaka. Now this is my custom Matoran for Kopaka, because again I didn't want to buy the official one. So this is another version of the Praetorian Matoran. I've forgotten his name, but it's got Hero Factory legs with Bow Rock feet, and Stormer's head 1.0, and he's got these gears weapons because, as I said earlier, I think the light Matoran should have sort of tools, sort of working tools, so which also work as weapons. So he's got these sort of ice gears, and he's got the jetpack on the back. So yeah, so that's him. Now for the last Fantoka, Fantoka Liwa. So it's him. This is what he used to look like. So yeah, so he's still got his blades. And then I made his axe from Toa Mata. And he's got his Sky Blaster built onto his arm, like Haley is with a Kordax Blaster. And on the back I gave him some wings to make him seem a bit more like a jet fighter, which is what he's based off of as a human vehicle. So he's got spikes for his arms to make him feel a little bit jungly. Some blue lights. Some of these put on the back because I took them off from the upper limbs, so bulk up his legs a little bit. Feet are still the same, head's still the same. He's got a green laser sight. So yeah, put these on. Come on, stand up. So yeah. So now for the Fantoka Makuta. So here's Shirox. So this is what he used to look like. The really overly long arms. And here he is now. So he's got a sort of chicken leg pose. The feet, and then so his arms are more normal. And he has hands, so the blades come out of his hands. Still got the spike ball. That's still the same, and the mask is still the same. And on this hand I put a Visorak because he is the creator of the Visorak Rahi, so it seemed fitting for him to carry one about. A small one, so, or a baby one. So yeah. Now here's the custom Shadow Matoran for Shirox. So yeah, so his face is really morphed out because this is a line before Barnacle, the Robo Riders, and the line before that, which the name escapes me currently. There's him, and these blades. These are Barnacle Star pieces, a tail, tube going round. So and there's blades, and there's shots. So yes, that's him. Now Vampira of the Barnacle Fantoka series. This is what it used to look like, which I think looked very good. But on my one I had to replace the feet because he just kept falling over on my display, so I got so fed up I replaced his legs. But his upper limbs are exactly the same as they were. But I put these two pincers by his mouth, because since, as his name somewhat suggests, he's a vampire, he could use these to grip his prey, so he could hold while he ate through his mouth. He's got the spike ball again, so that can still fire and drop the leech. So yeah, so apart from the legs and these two spikes, he's exactly the same. Now Antros from the Fantoka line. So this is what he used to look like. So what I changed about him was putting the wings on the back, and I made him this fiery staff to make him feel a bit more fiery. And then on the other hand he's got the Exoforce blade, because the colours match, so I put it in. So yeah, so the wings are added on this fairly complicated back support. So yeah, so they can pivot like that all the way back. So that's probably the best sort of flight mode. And again, he can still fire his bomb, like so. So yeah, so that's Antros. Now for the Mystica Makuta, and ladies first, Gorast. And this is what she used to look like. So quite simplistic. Now here's my one. To seem a bit more female, I added a chest plate. The face is pretty much the same. The wings I put on separate limbs, so they come out the back. And she's got a stinger and a missile. With the old Mercenary Deku leg weapon. So the feet on longer limbs, lower arms, the upper arms. And there's a crystal in there to give her a bit more colour. And the body's the same, the tail's attached like that. So yes, Gorast. Now here's Mystica Bittle. So yes, so this is what he used to look like. This is what he looks like now, so some fairly minor changes really. The wings are still the same, but it's got a tailpiece with a ball shooter on the bottom on it, so this can move quite a lot. So, and the shooting weapon, the Ghost Blaster, so he has to put his weapon away to be able to shoot it, and he puts it out when he doesn't want to use it. So yes, his body's made up pretty much the same, it's just some minor changes. Now for the Mystica Toa, and again ladies first, here's Galley. And this is what she used to look like. So I changed her body out to make her look slightly more feminine. So she's got this long blade with the classic hook, Toa Mata hook, and then a Toa Nuva axe. She's got the ghost gun, and then she's got this red light connected to a tube to this side, head, and a laser sight on this one. She's got the fins on her arms instead, and on the back she's got a holder for the other racks. Yeah, so pretty much the same, just some minor changes. Toa Metru armour on the lower legs to make her seem a little more feminine. So there we go. Now for Mystica Anua. So this is what he used to look like. This is what he looks like now. So some very minor changes really. The legs are pretty much the same. All I really did was put his chainsaw weapon from his newer and a claw for his martyr days. And I changed these from red to silver, and I put his Ghost Blaster with the added top bit on his shoulder, so as a shoulder cannon. And his chest plate is exactly the same, but I put Metru armour on his arms. So yes, that's him. Just minor changes. Now for Mystica Toa Tahu, so, and with his skyboard. So this is what he used to look like. This is what he looks like now. So he's got the shield, and with his Nuva blade and Martyr blade all in one hand. His body I changed out to make him seem a little bit more muscly instead of just flat. So he's got a bow rock foot to give him a little bit more body. On his back he's got all of these connectors and things. And then the board, if they made these in loads of these in clear, I would probably swap it out, and they probably will one day, so I'll swap it out. But this skyboard, so the fins, Ghost Blaster set underneath, and you can take him off like so. So this is just the board, two of these blades with one of these shields, and the Ghost Blaster underneath. And then his legs and his legs are pretty much the same as they were. No real changes apart from the chest and the weapon arrangement. So yes, so that's him. And finally, this is my custom Fantoka Takanuva with his Sky vehicle. So this is what his Mystica form looks like, and this is what he looks like on his vehicle. So he's got the old Jala mask, Sky Blaster, his two gold weapons in the front, his trident. Yep, so I'll just take him off his vehicle. So his feet peg in down here, and then his arm plugs in because the Sky Blaster is quite heavy for his arm. So that's how he's attached. So here he is. So he's got the limited edition mask, and as you see, he's starting to get affected by the Shadow Leech, so this arm's turning evil and this side is still unaffected. So yep, so he's got the Jala mask on his gun, legs, back thing so you can have him Matoran. Yes, that's him. So that's all the vehicles reviewed.